Nobody has been more cringe this election cycle than Mark Hamill. I mean, there's been a lot of contenders out there. I could do like a top five, but I would definitely put Stephen King up there, George Takei up there. Am I missing anybody? Leave a comment down below. Let me know who else should round out the top five there. But I really think Mark Hamill's number one, and he is continuing his social media flip out. Now that everybody's kind of calmed down, everything has gotten quiet because they've all moved over to their liberal echo chamber, BlueSky, just getting rid of X and saying they can't be there anymore because it's too toxic, because they literally can't even that Trump supporters exist. It's not enough for Mark Hamill. It's very clear this guy's mentally deranged, and at this point, obviously has major mental illness problems, and it's probably stemming from the fact that he's camped on social media too much. So Mark Hamill, probably a good idea to get offline. But as you can see, Star Wars actor Mark Hamill announces quitting all social media just days after saying healing takes time and retreating to the echo chamber of BlueSky. Oh, so sad. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Smash that like and subscribe button. Join us here, my friends. My name's John Delarose. I am a science fiction author, and I cover all things science fiction and fantasy. And Star Wars is definitely a wheelhouse of mine. I have a great trilogy for Star Wars fans on Amazon. It's called Justified Saga of the Nano Templar, and it's basically if Jedi were not just like kind of cucky Eastern mystic types, but instead were like awesome crusading Templars. You're really going to enjoy this. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great 3-book trilogy. We just wrapped up recording the audiobook for book 2. This book 1 is on audio, and we'll get book 2 and 3 out very shortly on that format, but it is available on print and ebook for all 3 books. You can check out the audio of this one while we're getting that last one's all set up, and thank you for being there. You're going to love this. If you're a Star Wars fan, especially if you like the EU stuff from back in the day, this is going to be for you. It's in the description below, and thank you for supporting our work. All right, so Hollywood has definitely made a big deal over their mass exodus from X as they fail from the lessons they should have been taught with the election, that their incessant virtue signaling turns off the American people. None has been worse in this regard than Mark Hamill, who played Luke Skywalker in Star Wars. He's now announcing his total quitting of social media after retreating to BlueSky echo chamber failed to soothe his feelings. He became the poster child of the Joe Biden campaign. You guys remember this? I'm trying to bring back some internet lore from like early this year. I know that's like ancient times, but we try to remember things here. You might remember he went to the White House and said, can I call you Joe B-Wan Kenobi? Oh, gosh, Mark Hamill. Look at him. He even looks pathetic in this. It's very sad. It reminded me a lot of when Hillary Clinton announced Pokemon Go to the polls in her 2016 campaign. Yeah, I'm going to bring it back that far as well. Absolutely cringy stuff. And the thing is, Hollywood actually thinks this works. These people are so narcissistic that they think that, they can go up there and go Joe B-Wan Kenobi, and that actually influences you to vote for a guy who's basically like the Walking Dead up in the White House, who can't even like poop, without it going in his pants at this point. Absolutely crazy. And it didn't work. It actually does the opposite, because you look at this as an intelligent person, as a voter, going, this is really awful pandering. It's treating me like I'm stupid, and I actually really dislike you, Mark Hamill, for treating me like this, because it is such patronizing. It is so bad. And so I think that turned off a lot of people in the election. These people going this hard, and this is the lesson they didn't learn that I said in the first paragraph of my article here. They didn't learn that this type of thing upsets people and makes you want to vote the opposite way. It actually makes you go out and be more motivated to vote against this, because it is so cringy. And so instead of learning their lesson, they went to their echo chamber. They all went to BlueSky. All the Star Trek actors were saying it. I'm not going to be on here anymore. It's not the platform it used to be. Yeah, they allow free speech now, and they used to ban anybody who would bother you or actually just even be supportive of Donald Trump. It was that simple back in 2020. I remember after January 6th, the day that will live in infamy. Yeah, the boomers that were let into the Capitol, right? After that, Twitter did this like mass purge of a lot of people. Well, you might have been one of them. And I saw like my account following drop. At the time I had like 6,000 followers, and it dropped to like 5,000 overnight. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And it was insane. So this is what it used to be. They did used to try to silence people. Now they don't, and the real people can speak. And these people are so afraid of the real people. They've never interacted with them. When they're in Hollywood, they don't interact with any real people whatsoever. They have no idea what the real world's like, and it shows with stuff like this. Now, he went crazier, of course. Once Biden dropped out, he completely ignored it and went full Kamala Harris posting, and it was just constant wall-to-wall action on his timeline. It was painful. He deleted a lot of those posts, by the way. Really, really funny. You would want to erase that from X history, apparently. But he was getting called out quite a bit. He said nasty things. He even posted like lewd things about Donald Trump. It was like so over the top. A lot of people were saying that they thought he was paid by the campaign, and we do know that Kamala Harris campaign was offering rappers money to endorse her and the like. So I wouldn't be surprised if all of these people were on the dole of the Democratic Party, and that's why they're so into it, because it doesn't make sense otherwise, right? And so this is exactly how he was. Of course, he quit X, and this was a couple days ago on BlueSky. Now that I've fled Leon's site for bluer skies, I'm sure I'll be called an XX. But personally, I'll always consider myself a Twitter quitter. Now, even after he posted this, he did go over onto X and post because he just can't help himself. These people, what's going to happen? They're so addicted to the dopamine hits they get. They're going to need to go over there to get engagement after a while. After BlueSky's kind of just dies because it's just a thing right now, and they're all like kind of supporting each other. But the real people are all over on X. The normal people are all over there. Their audience is all over on there. So as much as they can be in their little echo chamber of their own Hollywood people and people who are not interested in like the actual works that they're doing, they're going to lose out, and they're going to eventually be forced to come back because they're going to need it for marketing. And I don't think that I was thinking about this morning. I'm like, is there any celebrity that I'd go over to BlueSky for just to like follow their feed and actually, and the answer is no. I'm not interested in any of what these people say. I want to interact on X with people like you. Follow me on X, by the way. It's in the description below. John Delarose. Love to hear from you guys. I actually just want to interact with people on there, right? I want to like meet people who talk with me, and we can talk about Star Wars, Star Trek, or whatever. I don't really care what Mark Hamill has to say about like lecturing me on being a good person or not, right? So this happened. I saw a bunch of other people do this. Robert Picardo from Star Trek Voyager has done much the same. He's posted on X multiple times despite saying that he was leaving. It's like, I just can't quit you. And they all say, this is the other thing, Leon. They're all typing Leon now intentionally instead of Elon. And this is something weird that like woke weirdos do as well. They like can't say your name. It's like you're Voldemort or something. And so they like twist it to try to like signal to each other, we know who it is, but we're not going to say his name. Like it does something. Like it's very bizarre. But he is back. And just 2 days later, after announcing his flouncing from X, he says, thanks to everyone for including me in so many starter packs. That said, I'm still in a state of shock, trying to process what happened to our country since the election. Donald Trump's not even president yet. Like, literally nothing's happened. I mean, these people are insane. Oh, gosh. It's so fun. Like, it's literally the existence of someone that triggers these people. This is the funniest part about the diversity and inclusivity crowd. Clearly, like, somebody's just being and existing triggers them so much that it's processing what happened to our country since the election. Literally nothing. People just went to work. They went back home. They hung out with their families. Joe Biden's still president and still has the same Congress until January. So literally nothing's happened. But in their minds, it's the state of existence. Like Donald Trump existing triggers him this much. It's really sad. Be better, Mark Hamill. It's bigotry. I won't be posting on a daily basis. I'll be back at some point. But please forgive me. Healing takes time. And this is why I said at the beginning of the video that this guy's got a mental illness. If you're having to heal because like an election that's not in your control didn't go your way, like, I mean, just get over yourself. I mean, you little narcissistic asshole. I mean, that's really all this is. It's insane. And you clearly are depressed. You have problems in your brain. And honestly, this makes me think that you're not qualified to vote, because why should somebody who like cannot even handle something going a different way than they want, like why should they have the same right as somebody who actually is sane, trying to work for the betterment of the country? It doesn't make any sense. That is the problem with the system right there. I think Mark Hamill should be checked into a facility, and then of course those people checked into those facilities should make sure their voting privileges are taken away until we can figure out how to make them better again. It would make more sense. All right, but even with this, guys, he flounced. He's off social media. He's gone for good. Can't do it. Even after this, he posted twice within 24 hours. I mean, this guy's such a social media addict, and you can start to see exactly why he's got the problems he does. I mean, he just can't live without these dopamine hits. This is his entire existence at this point. And it's really, really sad because, he can't get acting jobs. So that's what he's got to do, I guess. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to grab my Justified Saga of the Nano Templar, guys. This is great stuff. If you love Star Wars, you're really going to enjoy this. Grab it in the description below, along with its 2 sequels. Get the whole trilogy. I appreciate you for being there and supporting great works. We'll be back soon.